The American Dream, an idea as old as the country itself. The promise that anyone, no matter where they come from, can achieve success through hard work and determination. For many, it's a symbol of hope. For others, it's a story of struggle. But what does it really mean? Is it truly accessible to everyone?
The term "American Dream" was coined in 1931 by writer James Truslow Adams in his book Epic of America. For Adams, the American dream was much more than material wealth. It was the opportunity to live a fulfilling life, to achieve individual potential without the barriers of class or birth. Adams described an ideal where all men and women could be recognized not for their wealth, but for their talent, effort, and character.
But the idea of the American dream emerged long before it had a name. From the first settlers seeking religious freedom to immigrants who arrived hoping to escape poverty and wars in their countries, the American dream was always tied to the promise of a second chance. Equal opportunity, social mobility, and freedom became the pillars of this aspiration. But this vision was not always accessible to everyone.
The American dream begins with ambition. It is the spark that inspires millions to dream bigger, work harder, and break barriers. From the land of the pioneers to the era of Silicon Valley, ambition has always been the driving force of this nation. But that ambition comes at a cost: long hours, personal sacrifices, and sometimes an emotional weight that just few anticipates.
Time is the greatest sacrifice. Days turn into nights. Family time dineless. Every moment lost is an investment in a dream that may never come true. Ambition demands more than it seems. Stress, exhaustion, silent illnesses that surface over time. The body pays a price for a dream that rarely includes rest.
Ambition demands more than it seems. Stress, exhaustion, silent illness that emerge over time. The body pays a price for a dream that rarely includes rest. Relationships suffer too. The sacrifice for the American dream often means distancing yourself from those you love, hoping that at the end it will all be worth it.
Relationships suffer too. Sacrifice for the American dream often means walking away from those you love, hoping that it will all be worth it in the end. The dream is powerful, but it also demands a high price. What are we willing to sacrifice for it? And is it worth it if we forget who we are in the process?
The dream is powerful, but it also demands a high price. What are we willing to sacrifice for it? And it is worth if we forget who we are in the process. The American dream is presented as an individual ideal, but it is really a shared dream. If the success of someone depends on the sacrifice of others, is it possible to achieve this dream without leaving someone behind?
The American dream is portrayed as an individual ideal, but is it really a shared dream? If the success of some depends on the sacrifice of others, is it possible to achieve this dream without leaving anyone behind? Perhaps the real dream is not just to move forward individually, but to build a path where everyone can advance together. A dream where no one is left in the shadows while others chase the light.
The American dream doesn't have to be an attainable destination. It can be the simple act of living with dignity, of finding joy in the day to day, and of creating a future where everyone can dream without limits. The question is not whether the dream is alive, but how we can reframe it, renew it, and make it our own. Because at the end, the American dream is not a place we arrive at, but the way we want to get there together. So, what will you do to redefine the American dream?